today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 3 of the NFL.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing, Jones. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Now Jones. Completes it to Fant on the right side. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 64 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, completion here to Claypool. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. They'll look to throw again. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And some room to roam now. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Trayvon Walker. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Leading them out, the second-year man from Alabama, Mac Jones.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Packers at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Jones. Off play action. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Bucs are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
From the 29, Jones able to get this one to McBride. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Hunter, nice swander on a punt as he sends this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. He's got this to Williams, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jamison Williams, 51 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we are tied at 7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 10, Jones looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Inside handoff to Nixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down.
$51 yards on the punt there. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 17, Jones steps away.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw. Jones. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. DeForest Buckner, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. To try again after the sack. Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And this is caught by Williams. Touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jones throwing to start the drive. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. An inside give to Jones. No gain on the play there, second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on second down. Jones on the move to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Off play action. Jones. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, Cook. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll run with Cook. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Throwing on second down. Jones. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Trayvon Walker. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Under pressure, they got him again. Trayvon Walker. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. Touchdown, Packers! It's a punt return touchdown of 56 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First play of the drive there is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Jones now. They're bringing a blitz. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Operating from the gun, Jones. And some room to work. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Mixon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mixon again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Joe Mixon. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A give to Jones. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Jones again on second down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Cook following the penalty. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They try again with Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Out is Tucker McCann now to try the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. McCann's kick up and good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
To throw on second and 10. Jones forced out to his left. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Jones now throwing on first down. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones right back to Duvernay. That's complete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Back to throw again. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively.